just snacking down here on random bits of hay on the floor. We just wanted to update you on what's been going on and just wanted to say a big thank you from all of us for joining this journey with us and for your encouragement and support. It really is making a difference, helping us get through this really, really, really difficult time. So we had a phone call from the vets this morning.
Biovets at 8:30 this morning from Sarah. So what they have been investigating is the possibility of using what is basically for cats and dogs. It's a vaccine for malignant melanoma. And what it does is it stimulates the animal's immune system to fight it. So rather than being like chemotherapy, which is a very quite dangerous, poisonous chemicals that go to attack the cancer, it's basically a vaccine that stimulates the animal's immune system to attack the cancer. It's used in dogs and cats, so it's not designed for rabbits, but someone from Belgium a vet from Belgium has a protocol for giving it to rabbits. So Sarah has contacted Cambridge University Vet School.
That's where Pom Pom got his CT scan earlier in the month.
So they've agreed basically that they will run this protocol and give it to Pom. One slight issue is the actual drug at the moment is out of stock everywhere in the UK. So they are trying to get something because obviously they've got other animals, other dogs and cats waiting for it.
There is a whole shortage in the whole of the UK, a supply of this drug, this vaccine. So Cambridge are hoping to get it soon. Sarah will then have to refer us to Cambridge now in the hope that as soon as it gets in, they can give us a quick appointment. Hopefully, fingers crossed, please, that Pom Pom will be able to get in. So it's a 4-part vaccine. He has to go from here to Cambridge. It's about an hour's drive each way, 2-hour round trip. And he has to have a anaesthetic each time, which is obviously stressful. It should be a milder anaesthetic, but it's still an anaesthetic to put him to sleep. It's basically like a big gun, Sarah said. She was researching it, and they put it in their leg and it fires like a gun and fires it inside his leg. So he has 4 of these a week apart. I just want to say there is no cure for this cancer. Prolonging the life for a few months is what we're trying to do here, and that's either through chemotherapy or through this vaccine. Now, this vaccine is a more modern, up-to-date way of killing the cancer cells to slow it down. And in dogs, the research is at stage 3, the set of vaccines in dogs would give them an extra 3 months life during or after the vaccine time. So he would, by having this, get an extra 2 to 3 months if the cancer is going to spread further, which it most likely will do, because this is the most aggressive, fast spreading type of cancer you can get. Well, we're very, very, very unfortunate in that sense that Pom Pom's got this and not a different type of cancer. So it's a case of slowing it down a bit, giving him an extra few months, hopefully. But there is no cure. This is a safer option than chemotherapy, which is an extremely strong drug, which, if given the wrong amount or too much and he can't take it, will kill him instantly. So at least this has less side effects and would hopefully give him a few more months, rather than if he goes in for chemo now, he might only get a month or 2 after chemo anyway. And if they don't get the right amount of chemo for a rabbit, and it is very hard, it could just kill him overnight anyway. So it's kind of trying to weigh up what's the safest and least stressful thing for Pom Pom that would prolong life by hopefully a few months. So at this stage, that's what we're going for.
So, and again, we don't really know. This is apparently there's no real evidence for it being used. But it hasn't been used on rabbits before, as far as anybody knows. That's not to say it won't work, because all it's there to do is to stimulate the immune system to attack this particular type of cancer in dogs and cats. So there's every chance it'll work, but it has actually never been tried on rabbits before. So it's all a bit of an experiment to a certain extent.
So Pom Pom, if you like, is the first rabbit to be experimented on with this drug, but we're happy to take that chance in the hope it's not going to do any damage as such. Obviously, the anaesthetic each week comes with risks. The vaccine itself has minimal side effects on dogs. You want to come up? Hello, you coming up? You coming up? So we're hoping that it would work on his immune system in the same way, but without it having been tried on rabbits before, there's no guarantee it will actually even do anything for him. It's just that it's the safest option at the moment to try and see if we can just give him a few extra months. Now, the vet, when she rang, she has very kindly been up to 1 a.m. most mornings. She's been in contact with people in Liverpool, Scotland, Belgium, Cambridge University, anywhere she can to try and find anything she can find out about it. So this seems like the best route for us to go down at the moment. The other thing she said she found out from contacting various exotics up and down the country is the fact that the meloxicam is the painkiller that he's on at the moment. They were going to stop it. He's on the normal dose really for rabbits is about 0.4 mils, so it's going up to 1 mil in the morning, 1 mil in the evening, which is a higher dose. And that is because they found research that with this particular type of cancer, it can also help to slow it down a little bit. So we're not talking about a cure, but we're talking about things that can be done to slow it down that little extra bit, to just give Poms a little bit more time, and just Binky and Zoomy a little bit more if we can do that in any possible way. The cost is in the region of over £2,000, bearing in mind it may or may not work. And Sarah said, you know, people have been offered it for rabbits in the past and have turned it down. No one's actually taken it up. So we have dealt into a loan, cancelled things that we were going to get, gone into a loan to get it, because I've seen on Instagram and on YouTube people who go on quite a bit about vet's costs. He is insured. Now his insurance cap is £3,000 per year per annum, and it would renew in January, but I'm hoping just to get this done as soon as possible. Not going to leave it to January. If they can get him in next week, we're there, you know, so don't worry about that. £3,000 per annum, which is actually quite a lot, so we've been quite fortunate. But obviously with his operation, CT scan and everything that's gone on, that's been used. So we're having to delve into other savings and loans to fund this. But the point I want to make is not to feel sorry for us or anything like that, or say it's too expensive. The point I want to make is that, you know, to those who put on social media, oh my goodness, I had to pay this much for my rabbit's vet bill, it's so expensive. Just don't. You know, his life is so much more precious than any working overtime, anything like that can be done to pay for this. So I understand it has been turned down by rabbit owners before, but we're not turning it down because, you know, even though we don't have that money to hand, his life is so much more important. So yeah, that's the route we're going down. We've told them to put him on the list, so as soon as this vaccine becomes available, and have everything crossed that it comes available very, very quickly rather than later. At this stage, we have no idea when that cancer is going to hit his organs and where it's going to hit first. But just that it is a very aggressive form of cancer. So there is every possibility it could hit quickly, it could wait a few months and then hit. So we want to get this treatment done as quickly as possible. And it is just a case of waiting for the supply to come into the country. They're even having problems elsewhere getting supply as well. But this vet in Belgium has, as Stephen said, issued a protocol of what to give it and what doses to give it to a rabbit. So Pom Pom's going to be the first to try it. And we're just, fingers crossed, everything crossed, you know, hoping, praying that this is just going to have some effect on the cancer for Pom Pom. So that's where we're at the moment. So it's been really difficult as a family as well. I think he's gone around there, he's hiding. It's been very difficult as a family as well. Obviously Pom Pom, you know, to us is our baby, he's our child. Now, he never used to like being picked up for medication, and it's getting worse. The more medication he has to have twice a day. He knows now that being picked up could possibly mean medication, could possibly mean another CT scan with gas anaesthetic, could possibly mean he's going for another surgery, could mean another vaccine. He doesn't know what he's being picked up for, so he's in major panic mode. So when you go to pick him up,
yeah, he'll fight me.
He'll fight. He'll now fight Stephen quite badly.
He always did a little bit though, so it's sort of not totally unexpected. But yeah,
we have been told, which is why it was the best thing not to bond him, that he is slightly more jumpy than other rabbits. Even though in the house he's so chilled out, he'll sploot, he'll flop, totally relaxed. But in terms of worrying about what's happening, hearing noises. He can be quite extra specially jumpy. Hello, my lovely. Are you trying to get up there? Are you getting up? You're going to stand. There we go. There he is. You're going to come and sit in the middle of us. There we go. But it is at the stage now where when Stephen goes to get him for medication, I can't do it because I don't want to be the one that's bitten. But Stephen, bless him, will go and say, come on, and do it really nicely, and he'll still growl and swat and bite and scratch. So he's getting bitten twice a day, every day, but he's just taking it on the chin because he loves Pom Pom, and that's what we have to do at the moment. And we understand there's so much stress on Pom Pom. If he's not well, it's a lot of pressure for him as well. So be picked up and given medication. It's just, see it down here. So yeah, there's all that going on, but it's very hard. I mean, I was talking to a physio during the week who said she lost a horse, and she said, it was really sad and what had happened. And she said, oh, I wouldn't tell my partner this, but I felt that horse was my soulmate, not my partner, and I feel that with my next horse. And I said to her, well, don't worry. I said, I've already told him. She said, what was his reaction? I said, oh, he knows. Pom Pom is my soulmate. That's why this is so hard. It's a different sort of love than with Stephen or with Theo, but it's a parental love. But he is my soul animal. He's my soulmate. We just, it really is one, as I say, it's one heck of a love story, Pommy and I, and it's tragic, and it's sad, and sometimes we're thinking about planning ahead, sometimes we don't want to think about it. But then, the last few days, I've just been being reminded that out of all the families that Pom Pom could have gone to, he came to ours. And, giving him that much love and that much enrichment and that much space to go where he wants in the house, he possibly is having, even in this short time, a lot more love and security than a lot of rabbits would get even in a lifetime. So that's all we can do at the moment, is just spoil. You've seen the castle arrived yesterday. They turned it around for us in a matter of days when it's a 4 to 6 week dispatch. So shout out to J&S Wood Hobby. Go to their website because Pom Pom now features on their homepage. So J&S with an ampersand, J&S Wood Hobby. I tagged him on a community post a week or so ago. Pom Pom now features on their webpage. So if you've got a rabbit and you're thinking of buying a castle, check them out. If you haven't got a rabbit, go and look at their webpage anyway, because you've got a picture of Pom's in his castle on their front page. Now, they turned a castle around for us in a 4 to 6 week dispatch time. He agreed because of the circumstances. He got it out of the door in less than 2 weeks. Next day delivery arrived yesterday. So Pom's is exploring part 2 of Chateau Le Pom Pom with bridges and all. So I've taken one bridge down today because he was like, whoa, bridges everywhere. But he's loving the second half and going around to the turret at the moment. So that's great. I've got coming on Monday, again, I've had to hurry it. It's a Christmas present, but I just want to spoil him every day at the moment. He's got a postman pat van coming, a bunny pat van coming. It's a wooden tent. And he's got what else did I get him? A sleigh, Santa Pom Pom. So I am just doing everything I can to just make sure that every day he has from now on is spoiled rotten. Not that he hasn't been so far. I mean, you guys have seen toys everywhere, but we're just loving him so much at the moment and just making every day count. With the sadness still there, the sadness still there, and I wail up every time I talk about it. But just also weighing up the fact that he is so loved. And somebody on YouTube said to me the other day that, when things happen in the future, he is going to know and have known the meaning of love. And you can't say that for a lot of bunnies. So, he's one love bunny, and that's all we can do at the moment. Just keep loving him and reassuring him and just help him through every stage. But we wanted to share with you that there is this, I don't know if you call it a breakthrough. There is this thing that's going to happen with the vaccines, and we literally just have to see what effect it has on him as a rabbit as opposed to a dog. So that's where we're at the moment.
Yeah.
Have anything else to say?
Nothing to add to that. No.
Nothing to add to that. But thank you again for walking this road with us, and for being part of this journey with us.
Okay. Bye then.